YouTube, welcome to my final pregnancy update video. I am coming to you from baby girl's nursery right now. The last video I believe I uploaded was a tour of the nursery, so if you haven't seen that yet, go check it out. I will link it below. So today is super warm and I am very pregnant and exhausted, so I am going to do my best to keep today's video as short and sweet as possible. I have some notes here because I'm going all the way back to week 33. So the day that I filmed the last update, we were actually leaving for our baby moon that day. And we just took a extra long weekend and stayed at one of our favorite resorts. And it was so wonderful. It went by way too fast, of course, but we had great weather most of the time. Even like for the beginning of May, one of the days it hit like low 80s, which was crazy. But we loved it. It was so nice, especially when you're right on the lake. Our cabin was right on the beach, and so we had great views. I'll try to insert a picture if I have a good one. And yeah, we got to see my parents while we were up there because they have a cabin just a few minutes from that resort. So they came out and hung out with us, and we went and hung out with them. We got to go to a couple of our favorite restaurants while we were up there. They both happened to be pizza places, so that was fun. And I'm surprised I did not get tired of pizza, but I did not. I'm also surprised that I did not have really bad heartburn from it. That's actually one of the things on my list, is that I've been surprised that I haven't had much in the way of heartburn to speak of. There's been, of course, like a few instances, but for the most part, it hasn't been a thing. So that's been good. I've appreciated that. And let's see, so we had both of our baby showers 2 weekends in a row. We had to split them up because there would be too many people for one big virtual baby shower. We wanted to be able to interact with everyone. So they both went really well. We kept it casual, because there's only so much you can do virtually. We did a tour of the nursery and just kind of had a chance to catch up with people. And we got a lot of very nice things. People were very kind, and we were so appreciative. And I'm sure baby girl will be as well. We'll get a lot of use out of everything we got. So yes, those were great baby showers. And oh, okay, and also I forgot to mention, while we were on our baby moon, we did some maternity photos. They came out really well. I was happy with, the backdrops that we were able to find and all that, and the outfits that I had. The only thing is, I wish I had done the photos sooner, because I mean, at almost 34 weeks, I was fairly far along at that point, so the bump isn't quite as cute as it is when you're just a little bit earlier on. But there wasn't really a good opportunity before then, and I really did want to have the backdrops that are up north, and I didn't want to do the baby moon any sooner because up north is chillier for longer, so I wanted the best chance at good weather, so that was why we went when we did. So it all worked out, and they still turned out really good, so I was happy with that. So some of the symptoms that I've been experiencing in this last part of the third trimester is some of my nausea has come back. Definitely nowhere near it the way it was for the first trimester, but I wasn't having any during the second trimester really, so it's something that's noticeable, but not bad, just noticeable, and not constant either. Another one is back pain and tailbone pain, which again is also like it's also not constant, but when I have it, it's pretty uncomfortable. So I've just kind of been using a combination of ice or heating pads, just whatever feels better in the moment, and that has helped. And I try and make sure that, you know, I stay active, that I'm not sitting all the time, because I feel like if I'm sitting for too long, that does kind of just tighten things up. So I just try and make sure that I make time for moving and stretching. Another thing is more around ligament pain. That used to just be when I would make like a sudden movement, or if I'd cough or sneeze or something. But now I'm noticing it sometimes when I'm just walking around, or sometimes if I have to go to the bathroom, it'll happen. So that's more uncomfortable, but like with the other things, it doesn't usually last very long, so I'm able to tolerate it. And my belly also sometimes, like I had mentioned in the last video, continues to feel like it's being stretched and pushed. Sometimes it's from her, like pushing a limb out or something, but sometimes it just feels like the whole thing is just like growing at that time or something. It's just like a large amount of pressure throughout my whole belly. So that one continues to be uncomfortable, but also short-lived. So just a lot of short-lived things, but a lot. Another one is I'm experiencing a lot more congestion during the last half of the third trimester. I'm sure some of it has to do with this time of year and allergies, but either way, it's definitely ramped up in the last half of this trimester. I had one incident of really light spotting that I thought maybe was going to turn into, you know, potentially the bloody show, but it did not. And that's really all I've had in terms of spotting. I was checked at one of my appointments for dilation. I wasn't dilated at the time, and shortly after that I had some spotting, but I was told that that's completely normal. Other than that, no spotting. So let's see. I am, like I said, still going on walks, trying to get movement in, keep things from getting too tight. I'm splitting up the walks still. Otherwise, if I were to like try to get all my steps in one walk, I would get way too tired. So it is a little bit inconvenient, but you gotta do what you gotta do. I am, I was having some concerns about sleeping, and I think I mentioned that in my last video. And it was at the beginning of the first part of this end of the pregnancy, like, from probably like weeks 33 to 35, I did have some insomnia, and I was worried that that was just going to be like how it was for the rest of the pregnancy, because I thought I was just going to be uncomfortable and, nervous and anxious about her arrival and all that stuff. But it has since gone away, and I haven't really had much insomnia anymore, apart from a few random bouts where it might take me an extra like 15 minutes to fall back asleep after I come back from going to the bathroom. But other than that, I have slept so hard at night, which is great. I do really appreciate that aspect. So, and let's see, we are planning on a water birth, and the ways that we are preparing are hypnobirthing, which I think I've talked about in some of my other previous videos. We're just trying to stay focused on having a positive experience, all of the different like breathing techniques, staying calm, practicing light touch massage. I will be trying, to stay in an upright position, but changing positions if and when necessary. I've been doing some stretches and yoga positions to try and help encourage labor and to, encourage her to be in an ideal position. I've been bouncing on my yoga ball. I am eating some dates, drinking some raspberry leaf tea, and we are doing a little bit of the perineal massage. None of those things we are doing consistently, to be honest, but it's the motivation's just not there. I do it when I remember, and it's certainly not going to hurt anything. Maybe it probably would be better if we did it more consistently, but I'm not overly concerned about it. And since I still enjoy doing the raspberry leaf tea and the dates, it's not like it's a burden to like include those things in my diet. So let's see, as far as signs for birth and labor go, I am experiencing some period-like cramps that sometimes are more intense and kind of radiate down my thighs. I think it's signs that my body is getting ready. I definitely feel a lot of pelvic pressure, and at my last appointment just a few days ago, when the midwife checked me, baby girl's head was really low, so that was a good sign. So yeah, we are ready when she is. And yeah, we're kind of on baby watch now, and if she comes, we are ready. And yeah, that's, I guess I'll do the final bump update. So I am 38 weeks and 3 days today. So definitely more uncomfortable, still managing, wearing the belly band when I can, and definitely when I go on walks. But yeah, I am good whenever she's good. So we do plan to get some coverage of the birth. I don't know how much of it I'll share. I will definitely share my birth story, and how much video I share, we're just gonna play it by ear. I'm not even sure how much we'll get, because I don't know how in the moment we'll be at the time, but I will definitely be sharing my birth story. So yeah, I guess that about wraps it up. We are very anxious and excited to meet baby girl as soon as she's ready to come out. We just are so excited to finally get to see what she looks like and just cuddle her and feed her and soak up all the love. So hopefully the next video we will have our baby girl. So yeah, if you have any questions or comments or, you know, suggestions or anything, for all of you who've been through this before, leave them below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.